This video lesson. Make sure that you have paper and pencil in order for you to copy everything down, for you to have your notes, and for you to submit your notes for you to get credit for your video lesson notes, right? So, uh, this assignment, these notes are actually called, let me show you here, Context Inequality Systems Graphically. Context Inequality Systems Graphically. These are the names. This is the name of the notes for today. Okay. So this is our situation here, right? So let us read what it says here. Aubrey is working two summer jobs, making $8 an hour, $8 per hour babysitting, right? So that's important. So let's highlight that for sure. Okay, so she makes $8 per hour babysitting and making $10 per hour walking dogs. So that's important too, right? Making $10 per hour walking dogs. Right? In a given week, she can work no more than, right? She can work no more than 14 total hours, okay? And must earn no less than $120. Okay? If X represents, that's very important. If X represents the number of hours babysitting and Y represents the number of hours walking dogs, write and solve a system of inequalities graphically and determine one possible solution. Okay, so let's start with our let statements, right? We always have to start with our let statements. So we're going to say let X be equal to, what is X? X represents the number of hours babysitting, okay? Number of hours babysitting, right? Okay, so we have this. What is our next let? Y now. Let Y represent the number of hours walking dogs. So let Y represent the number of hours walking dogs. So those are her two jobs, right? Aubrey has these two jobs. So let us set up our two inequalities. So we know we're going to have X plus Y first, right? So how many hours does she work? So it says she can work no more than 14 hours. So it's got to be no more than 14. So it can't be 15. So it's got to be less than or equal to 14 hours, right? Right? Less than or equal to 14. So we are going to and, right? Because this is a system. We are writing a system, so it means more than one equation. Now, the other information is we have is it's $8 per hour babysitting. And if babysitting is X, it's going to be 8X. Plus, how much does she make walking the dog? Well, walking the dog, she makes $10 an hour, so 10Y. And then as far as money, she must earn no less than 120. So everyone, she's got to go no less. So she's got to make more than $120 an hour for the week, right? So it's greater than or equal to 120. So now what we're going to do, as you can remember, is we're going to change each of these equations into slope-intercept form, right? So we want to get Y by itself. I want to get Y by itself down here. I want it to be Y by itself down here. It's less than or equal to. So in order to do that, I got to move this X over this way, cross it out, and make it a negative X. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to cross out X and make it negative X on this side. So I'm left with Y on the left side, negative X, and that's a positive 14, so I'm going to say plus 14, just like that. So y is by itself. So I'm going to say y is less than or equal to negative x plus 14. And look at that. That is my first equation. Okay, next it says and. So let's do this, our second equation here. Okay, so again, our goal is to get y by itself, right? We want y here like this. Okay, so I want to get rid of this 8x because I got rid of x here first, right? So I'm going to get rid of this 8x here, and I'm going to bring it over and make it a negative 8x. So let's do that. Cross out 8x and make it negative 8x, just like that. So I'm left with 10y, and I'm left with negative 8x, and I'm left with positive 120. Now, in order to get y by itself here, I got to get rid of this 10, right? Well, we remember that 10y means 10 times y. And the opposite of multiplying by 10, when you move it over, is dividing by 10. Both of these terms by 10. So I'm going to cross out 10, and I'm going to divide both of these terms by 10 here, like that. So I am left with y is greater than or equal to. Now 8 divided by 10, right? I could just leave it as negative 8 over 10. So let's leave that as negative 8 over 10. And let's not forget our x. You see this x here? It's going to go right there. Plus 120 divided by 10. Well, if I'm not sure, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my calculator. So if I go here, and I have my calculator here, 120 divided by 10 gives us 12. Look at that. So I'm going to go back here, and I get 12 right here. And I have my second equation. And there you go. Look at that. I have my two equations. Now, kiddos, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back, and I'm going to look over here, and here's my problem. Look, same exact problem. Now, does everyone here see inequality 1, inequality 2? Well, here, this is my inequality 1. So let's label it. This is my inequality 1. So that makes this one my inequality 2. So I'm going to focus on my inequality 1 right now. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to say, let's see, y is less than or equal to, so go back the other way, y, I'm going to change it, less than or equal to, what was it again? Negative x plus 14. So I'm going to type here, negative x plus 14. And I'm going to plot that. Now look what happens when I click on plot. There's my line. Look at that. Y is less than negative x plus 14. Now, if we remember, everyone, less than, guys, means that we're going to shade below, right? It's under, less than. So I'm going to click on switch. No, this is above. I got to switch it again. Below. Look at that. So I have graphed my first inequality, my inequality 1. Now I need to graph my inequality 2. So I'm going to go back here, okay, and I need to find my inequality 2, which is right there. Look at that. Y is greater than. So let me go back here. Y is greater than, okay, negative 8 over 10x, negative 8 over, and that's the question mark slash line will make the division, right? Again, negative 8 over 10, and then I hit my arrow to the right, x, what was it again? Plus 12. Plus 12. Okay, there you go. I have my two inequalities, and I'm going to plot that. And there's my second line. Now this says greater than. Greater than means I'm going to shade above my line. Okay? And there we go. Look at that. I shaded above. Now, as you can see here, this dark green area is where it's double shade. It's purple and light green. This area right here. Now, everyone, what I need to do is I need to choose an area in here because look, Aubrey can work blank hours babysitting and blank hours walking dogs. Now, let us remember, everyone, that we're going to go over here now. X means number of hours babysitting, right? X means number of hours babysitting, right? And Y means number of hours walking dogs. So if we go back, everyone, look, this is X. These are the number of hours babysitting. And look at this. This is Y. These are the number of hours walking dog. Right? Side to side, number of hours babysitting. Up and down, number of hours walking the dog. So, kiddos, what we need to do is we need to find a point that's in this area right here. Now, does everyone see this point right here? This one right there? Look at that. That one would be, let's see, X would be 1 hour babysitting and 12 hours walking dogs. That would work. That's inside the green. What else is inside the green? Right here. This one here. This would be 2 hours babysitting and 11 hours walking dogs, right? And I could choose one more, this one here. 3 hours babysitting and 10 hours walking dogs. So I can choose either one. I'm going to go with the 3 here. 3 hours babysitting, 10 hours walking dogs. So let's see. 3 hours babysitting and 10 hours walking the dog. So let's see if that works. Submit my answer. I'm going to hit yes. And look at that. Perfect. So here, let me show you here. Any one of these could have been the answer. Look, here's one that I didn't cover. 4 hours babysitting and 9 hours walking the dog. You could have picked any one of these because these were all in the green. Okay? And that, kiddos, is how we do this assignment. Okay? This is how we do this assignment. So, I did all the work here, right? Which I'm going to get credit for showing all my work, right? And then after I did all my work, I transferred all my work over to this question. I put in all the data, I put in the lines, I put in my shading, I picked the point, and I got my answer correct. All right? So, thank you guys for being here. I hope this was a good instructional video. Good job following along. Make sure that you copied all the notes in order for you to get credit for your notes. All right? See you guys next time.